What is up, guys? Simon's back again, also known as the Black Gentleman. And today, I bring you guys Mastermind Creations, and I'm probably going to say this word very wrong, but Seriphicus Prominon, their version of Nova Prime. And this review today could not be brought to you without John Lentz, who I met in Cybertron Cafe, and he gave me a super awesome deal on this thing, and can't thank that guy enough. Yet again, John Lentz from Cybertron Cafe. Alright, enough of that shameless promotion. Here's some accessories. I don't have a box like I normally have, but here's a card, as you normally get with Mastermind Creations things. Yeah, standard stuff. If you want to pause it, here are all his power levels. And Nova Prime is as you expect the Prime to be. Almost very OP. And here's an instruction manual, which I will add, actually helped quite a bit. And this thing is not fun to transform, especially the truck part. That's basically why I'm starting him off in alt mode, so I don't have to do it ever again. But yeah, useful stuff. And the other side, like all other MMC stuff, again, you get a comic book section. And this is one of their earlier figures. You can tell by the comic book, because most time now it's more or less just straight up art. I mean, just hand drawn. This is more 3D rendered. And a lot of the designs on this figure, you can kind of tell that this is one of their earlier reformatted designs. But, you know, I ain't mad at it. It's still pretty cool. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and separate this and, like, talk about the accessories. Well, actually, before I separate it, let's take this all in and pick the camera up here. This is off of mine, this is a very, very huge piece. And let's get a look at the back. Get my camera down. I mean, they incorporated every piece of armor and weaponry inside this thing, except for two swords that you can, if you really want to, you can probably find a spot for those two. So yeah, let me get that separated. You can just untwist this right here. It hooks to a peg that's located underneath, right there. So I'll put that to the side. And this is the bottom shelf right here. This is the main thing. And this is supposed to be a Cybertronian truck. As me, it looks more like a Cybertronian shoe. But yet again, yeah, it's all good. Actually, I like, even though I'm not poking fun, I actually do like it. It's all white plastic with like a lot of some translucent plastic supplied here, and here for the windshield, and top of the head here. And also some more behind this gunmetal painted piece here. It's to break up some of the white. And the wheels are plastic too. And they all roll fairly well. As for pants, you get some of this, I don't know how good it comes through on camera, but it's like a blue with a, I'm gonna say a grayish blue around the wheels here with yellow trim, like hydraulics inside, and gunmetal pants on the grill here and top here. Like I said before, all pretty good things to break up some of this white. Put this side. As for the trailer, now this thing is a hodgepodge of various color. Well, it's a little similar color to the truck cab itself, but also weapon storage and armor all get the same. Very many different colors and a lot actually has a lot of depth to it. And similar to the wheels on the cab, you have, let's see, that grayish blue paint with yellow trim added to the accents for the hydraulics inside in here on all 4 wheels. As you can see, missile pods here with, they're also going to be, I don't think it's paint. I think it's just the color of the plastic, kind of blue color. The tips are painted yellow. And same goes for both sides there. Has silver paint apps on top here. I'm not sure what this should be. I'm gonna say some type of a piston, perhaps. And some yellowish orange trim here on the very top. Okay. And for the most part, that's about it. And for accessories, it has this, pull out. There we go. This really cool pistol, and the chamber actually rotates. This is pretty cool. I think personally this gun is way too small for the fully armored Nova Prime, but for the small bot, it does the trick. And in fact, that chamber rotates. That's pretty nice. I almost want to give it to another figure. All right, I'll put it to the side over here. Also, it comes with this very large Star Saber-esque sword, or I should say, Matrix sword, because it's actually a Matrix built in right there, and it's quite exquisite actually. It's got silver paint apps for the hilt and the guard, and the blade is a translucent plastic with silver paint apps lining up to the top of it, and he holds it just fine, which I'll show when I have them all transformed. Put that to the side. He also came with a pair of glow-in-the-dark katana. Yeah. I'm gonna get the opportunity to say that, glow-in-the-dark katana, so I'll say it one more time. Glow-in-the-dark katana. And these are basically just a copy of the swords that came with their version of 6-shot. And also very reminiscent of Transformer Generations Drift for everyone who has that figure. It's all pretty good plastic. If I had a way of making it dark in here, I could show that it glows in the dark. But if I did, then it probably doesn't glow enough that you could actually see it. But the glow in the dark aspect, I don't really care much about. I actually wouldn't mind just having it actually painted up. But they're both identical. Put this aside. And, let's see. Without further ado, and like I said before, this thing was quite the chore to put in truck mode. I mean, going by the instructions, you'd think it'd be pretty easy. The figure isn't but so big. How much trouble can it be? But let me tell you, when it comes to getting this cab section here over these arms, man, there was a point where I thought I was gonna break this thing, but luckily I didn't. So if you guys would just please stand by, I'll get transformed in a flash. Sorry guys, before I do transform this thing, I forgot to do one thing, and that is a size comparison. Please forgive me for that. Here we go. I brought in another MMC figure, Stray, their version of Drift. And I thought I can show you guys how they compare. Get this out of the way. And here we go. This is Drift, and this is Nova. So Drift is actually a good deal wider, but as far as length goes, they're very comparable. And you know, if you add this trailer section here, then It's a little contest, so just gonna put it there. So yeah. But that's just a little bit of a vehicle comparison. Alright. Now, let's get transformed, shall we?
The Transformers will return after these messages. We now return to the Transformers.
And BAM! Here we go with Nova Prime in his complete transformation mode. And it helps if I move the camera so you can see. And here he is. Let me back him up just a little bit. And I'm very pleased with this form, actually. Way more than I thought it was going to be. And this is him without armor. Mind everyone. He looks pretty effing awesome. I've taken some liberties here, and I've already stashed his weapons in his backpack here. It's a little slot, the back where the swords can store. I thought I was going to move them out, but yeah, it's a very cool feature. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I've seen some pictures on Google and seen some other reviews where it showed that you can do that. So I thought I'm going to take care of that part now. And another cool thing about this figure in this transformation, you get a little bit more of his coloring. Like there's more paint accents here, more of that yellow, which is kind of a running thing with his trailer. And a little bit more, some yellow. Actually, can't really see it that good behind the feet right here, behind the back of the feet, right? Oh, a little yellow. And actually, this is the same trim you saw in the truck mode here. And more of that cool translucent plastic, which is right here on the ankle and here on the wrist. So it's all good. And as far as his backpack goes, it's not too bad. It actually compresses relatively nice. So yeah. And he has like something about pearlescent blue for the eyes. One negative I have to give this thing is he has an incredibly small neck. I mean, my neck's not much bigger, I guess, but this thing is very small right there. Not very becoming of a prime, you know what I'm saying? And depending on which certain movements you put him in, it gets kind of loose. So, but it does give him 360, which is nice. Turn me around there. Like I said, depending on what motion you have in, the looser it gets. So I might have to get it stiffened up a little bit. And he also has some like a kind of a turquoise-esque color down here. Some nice detailing. It's a nice, very nice detailing. And a little bit of detailing in here too. It's a little bit more of that turquoise inside the blue there. You can kind of see it through the camera. And another cool thing, I wouldn't know this without the instruction manual. He has a matrix. If you get your finger in here and just there, popped it out with some more translucent plastic inside. I guess kind of give off that kind of a cool, more misty eye energy look. And the matrix has a bleed that's coming out. I've never taken it out, so let's see. Here we go. If I can get it out of there. If I can get you. Fight me on camera. Alright, there we go. And it's more of a blue color. Blue and silver. Versus the one you get with the sword tail. The sword tail has a gold trim around it. But yeah, it's kind of nice. Nice little feature. Being in Prime, I guess it should have the matrix. I'll put back in a few. I'll put it aside for now. Get them closed back up. As far as articulation, you've already seen the heads on the ball joint, if not a very small ball joint. And the arms can do a full 360. And get the same on both sides. Oops. And gets a bit of a reverse butterfly. As you can see, you can push it all the way back like that. So that's very good for poses. And he also gets a bicep swivel. And again, and the camera out. That is camera off the swivel there, but I'm pretty sure it goes back on. Hope I haven't broken it on camera. So it would be a first. No, it's not broken. Thank God. That would suck ass. But yeah, you can do a full 360 at that point. And elbow bend, which is customary. Wrist rotation. Go full 360. And all 4 fingers, including thumb, can all move, which is pretty good. If I'm not mistaken, I think you can get individual finger movement. See? Pinkies up. And it's the same on both sides. Rotation. 360. All fingers open. Sorry for my fingers, guys. I know my hands are big, trying to get them in the way so you can see what I'm doing. And same thing. Bicep rotation. If I can get it to do it when I come out the swivel this time. There we go. And bends there. Now, it has a 360 waist. As most figures do. Very nice. And his legs have very awesome ratchets. And you guys know I love me some ratchets. More ways than one sometimes, Oh, very good. And rotates at the thigh. A complete 360 on both sides. And knee rotation. Get you back that far. Both sides. And if you open up all the way, you get a full trial view. Everything opens. Beautiful spread. And he has ankle articulation. Get you moved in that far and back that far. Same on both sides. All very nice. And they also angle backwards, if only for transformation, but still something you can do. Now, this figure has grooves in his hands, right in here. Let me get on camera. That are used to essentially hold his weapons. But I'm having a hard time getting him to do that. I've seen pictures of him holding weapons just fine, but I'll show you what I mean. His swords and gun are all cut kind of the same way on the handle, where they're that shape there. I think octagon. Off octagon shape. And when you put them in, and move the thumb out of the way, you think they just slide in like this, but they really don't. And I see how it's made here where it's kind of a cut circle. And it's probably a way you can kind of mash it in there. But I'm not having the best luck. So what I just end up doing, I just end up putting it in his hand like this and just closing it. And his swords kind of go at an angle like that. And I know it can be done better than this, but this is the best I can get it for right now. Maybe if I mess with it longer, I could figure it out. But like I said, that's the best I can get to go. Which, in my personal opinion, that does kind of suck. But like I said, I know it can be held better. I've seen it done. But that's personally my own personal shortcoming. But with that said, let's go ahead and get a size comparison. And when I have my own personal shelf going, I'm gonna have this guy actually with my my Unique Toys Mania King, the version of Galvatron, because this is supposed to be the IDW Nova Prime, so he spent a lot of time in the Dead Universe with Galvatron, so let me go ahead and bring him in. Put them side by side. Nova Prime is excuse me, allergies. Nova Prime is a little bit taller than Galvatron, which I'm okay with. I still consider these guys both Voyagers. Even when he's completely armored up, he does get just a teeny little bit bigger, but not by much. What his armor mostly does is give him more girth and more body, and with the helmet, it does give him a true Nova Prime look. So let's go ahead and get Galvatron out of there. If I could have changed one thing about this, the initial body, I would like to have added some, maybe a little bit of black paint, with the eye, around the eyes and under the visor here. Because when the helmet goes on from his armor, I think it's too much white. So I think a little, a light coat of black in between the eyes here would really made these pop better. You know, in that sea of white that's about to occur. So yeah, just based on this initial body, I like it. It's got all articulation that you expect a Transformer to have. And once the armor goes on, which you'll guys see shortly, it actually end up losing some of that, but not much, just a little bit. But the initial body, I like this. This is awesome. But this show must continue because I still have this big hunk of plexer right here. It has to be transformed and everything else. So if you guys will sit patiently and let me transform, I'll be back in a flash using my editing magic.
The Transformers will return after these messages. We now return to the Transformers.
And now, bear witness to Nova Prime's Power Cradle. Yeah, that sounded way more epic in my head, but yeah, this is what the trailer is, all transformed. Let me just get Nova out of the way here. But yeah, what you basically get is a Iron Man-esque armor containment unit, which looks pretty cool in my opinion. In my humble opinion at that. You got a full 360. Yeah. I'm about to get them all dressed up, but I just wanted to show that out how it looks when you really, you know, splay it out there. It's quite a sight. Alright. Let's get them suited up, shall we?
The Transformers will return after these messages. We now return to the Transformers.
Well, now as you can see, we have a totally empty power cradle. There's nothing there. It's a hollowed out exoskeleton. You might be wondering, what happened to all that armor? Well, when you take all that plastic and give it purpose, you get yourself a goddamn Nova Prime. Here he is in all his tyrannical, putting people in their place power here. And in this form, he, although not taller, he's a whole lot beefier, and he gets these pair of only thing I can say is magnificent wings. Let's go get this thing out of the way. It's distracting me. Yeah, so the wings here. This is the biggest difference in articulation, by the way. It'll open completely up, and let me adjust the camera for that. Go up higher. There we go. And they unfurl. Just like a Predaking, if you will. There we go. That's very nice. You get the same on both sides. And the cool thing is, this does not hamper like his weight. Like he is kind of back heavy, but he can totally support the weight of these things. Which is very cool. See, that's him all splayed out. They also show you guys the back. They also can move back and forth due to a hinge right here. So they can go back that far and forward that far. And they also raise up, which is really nice. Same on both sides. Or we can totally make him peacock. Alright, let's turn me around. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, any point in time I expect him to fall back from the weight, but he doesn't. So that's very awesome. Also, let's see, come on back down. And this is what I'm talking about right here. With if I could add some black paint around the eyes, because you can see here, his eyes now kind of hidden by all that white, which is indicative of the character from comics. But those eyes will pop so much more. Just some black behind the around the eyes. And with the arm, with his new hands here, which just clip on top of the old ones, he can actually hold his gear a whole lot better. In fact, oh, and he finally fell over. Finally fell from the weight. All right, there he is. Oh, I'm getting back up. There we go. Damn it. Okay. Now, that cool Energon sword, not Energon, but the cool Matrix sword, you can now hold that. With Deadly Authority. And in the hands, you rotate. All the articulation that he had before the steel here is just somewhat limited to a small degree. But the legs all move the same, arms move relatively the same. You just lose just a little bit of it. But it's basically the same. Here's the cool pistol he had with the awesome rotating chamber. Slides in now. See right there. So yeah, in this form he holds everything just fine. And those glow in the dark swords here, they can still slide in back here if you want to. If I can get him in there, hold on a sec. Ah, damn it. But trust me, they go back there. I don't feel like fooling too much on camera, but they still can be tracked. And go to on his back. Now, as for that, the loss of articulation, just like I said before, just a little bit, it's mostly in the arm area. Like he can no longer do the whole reverse butterfly. Yeah, so it's kind of limited now. That's all right. I mean, I think for a figure of this girth, I think it's not so bad to lose just a little bit. You kind of expect it. Now back for another size comparison. Fix his head right. Just bring back in that Galvatron. So that still looks pretty good. And to bring in another MMC compatriot, let me grab Kotor, also known as Tarn. See how they look together. Pull the camera back. So yeah, he's definitely a big Voyager when you can, especially with the armor on. Just get him out of the way and take Galvatron out of the way. On my final thoughts on this dude, I believe he's indeed. I know he is an older MMC creation, and you can kind of tell, especially in terms of the underneath bot. Before you put the arm on, where the transformation works, where certain things are made. You can tell it's a bit older design. But overall, I think it's pretty cool. Now, I got this from John Lant. Hopefully I'm saying your last name right, buddy. He gave me a really good deal on it. And if I had to pay, I would say full price on it, I would definitely maybe wait for a reducing price. I think this thing is like 200 maybe. No. I believe I saw it on BBTS for like $169. Maybe they dropped 20 on it. I might go all in, but John gave me an even better deal than that. And actually, if you guys are looking for pretty good deals, I recently joined a group called the Cybertron Cafe. Real good bunch of guys, real trustworthy too. And if you're looking for third-party Transformers, whether it be MP or otherwise, I would give them a check out. Pretty good guys. And I guess that's what to conclude this video here. Let me pull back some more. And again, I'm very happy to get this guy as part of my collection, especially being the big MMC guy that I am. And please, as always, like, share, and subscribe. I will try to make the channel better. Thank you guys for subscribing. And again, the numbers are always going up. We're very appreciative of you. So, this has been Startup Nuspa, the Black Gentleman, out here doing God's work, reviewing these figures. Catch you guys next time. Peace out.